Hey, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to our channel. I hope that you're doing fine, and I hope that you're going to like this video. And if in case you're watching this channel for the first time, you are going to subscribe so that whenever we have such news or information, you are always notified. Ladies and gentlemen, I've always said in this channel, and I will always say that politics is a game of strategy and a game of numbers. These are the two determinants of who wins an election. Without these two things, forget about winning an election. You can have the strategy, but without the numbers, you cannot win an election. Equally, you can have numbers, but if somebody plays a good strategy, it will be very easy for that person to overturn your numbers and win against you. A good example is where you find maybe in your constituency, there's a very popular member of parliament, but there's also another one from a different side who closely follows that, in terms of numbers, comes closer to that very popular member of parliament. But you'll find that this person who is closer to the most popular member of parliament or a person running for MP comes in your area, fishes some people to run from your area, and divides the vote for that popular candidate, and he ends up winning. The other candidate who was not very popular initially ends up winning. That's an example of a strategy, a political strategy. At the end of the day, that popular candidate loses because the other candidate played a good strategy. And I've been asking myself, President William Samoei Ruto is a very smart politician. That one is something that you can agree with me. But where will he get the numbers to win the 2027 general election? You know, sometimes back before 2002 and before, we did not have a technology like we have now. We did not have the X. We did not have the TikToks. WhatsApp was not even there. Facebook, I think, was there, but was not very popular. A lot of people could not access it. At that time, people could get the numbers wrong, and even getting the public opinion was very difficult. But today, as we speak, if you access the social media in the Republic of Kenya, you don't need even to visit different places. Just access the social media that are used in the Republic of Kenya, including YouTube, TikTok, WhatsApp. You'll definitely get a conclusive opinion of what a majority of the people are saying. And I've been watching and seeing, even from the TV interviews that have been happening, I've seen different opinion polls. Remember that there are polls even that have been, you can conduct even a poll on X account. You can conduct a poll in Facebook. You can conduct even a poll even in the comments. And I have a conclusive opinion that it's going to be very, very difficult for President Ruto to get the numbers he got in the 2022 general election. And this is my reasons behind saying so. And without further ado, let's get into it. Number one, you all can agree with me, and we must be realistic. Leave alone with who you're supporting. In terms of numbers, you must be realistic. Even the advisors of a candidate, at this is the point, they must be realistic so that you can realign your strategies. We agree that President Ruto lost the larger Mount Kenya region. Alipoteza Mount Kenya region. That gave him about 47, let's say 50% of the votes that he got in the 2022 general election. Yote imekwenda. Now, what other regions voted for President Ruto? Ruto got votes from some other regions, a significant number of votes from other regions like the Kisii region. Kisii region right now are talking about supporting their own Fred Okengo Matiang'i. Those votes are gone. Ruto got votes from Western region. Do you think that the Western region is going to vote for President Ruto in 2027? With what is happening, Natembeya is already taking over he's already mobilizing the ground with the Tawe movement. And if you are from Western region, you can also even comment in the comment section so that other people can get that opinion equally. Do you think that the people of the Western region will vote for President Ruto like they did in the 2022 general election? Do you think that Mudavadi and Wetangula still control the Western ground? It's rare, or it's very difficult that President Ruto will maintain the numbers he got from the Western region come 2027. What other regions did President Ruto get votes from? Nairobi region. Now remember that the people who are hit hard by economy are the people who stay in the Nairobi region. Hawa ndio sukari ikipanda bei, they are the first to know. When a tax comes, they are the first to know. Fare ikipanda, hawa ndio the first people to feel the impact on the economy, because they entirely depend on buying things. Somebody in the rural region can go to his or a shamba, get food, and by the time you realize that mafuta ilipanda bei, it's quite after a long period of time. But the people of Nairobi know what's happening, and these are the people who are exposed widely to technology, and these are the people who are most learned. They're the most literate. It contains a huge people who are aware of what's happening in the republic. Do you think that the people of Nairobi region are going to vote for President Ruto like they did in the 2022 general election? They gave him about 500,000 votes. Do you think that President Ruto is going to get these numbers from Nairobi region? As for me, it's very difficult. Now, there's a group that is believed to not have turned out to vote in the 2022 general election. It says that the medium class in the 2022 general election did not turn out to vote. If you remember very well, we had about 14 million people casting votes, and about 7 million people did not turn out to vote. These are the people who are believed, and analysis shows that the medium class contains a larger number of these people. But these people right now, the medium class people are the most people who are on pay slips. Their pay slips are already affected. The funding model of education, there have been a lot of complaints. The medical and the share issue, there been a lot of issues being raised about it. Do you think that these people now in 2027 will not turn out to vote? And if they turn out to vote, will they vote for the current president for his re-election? So these are the questions that determine who wins an election. Lastly, the people who will determine where an election goes to is, there are people who are not privy to news. There are people who even don't watch television. There are people who are just even don't have political interests. People back at the villages, they only go to church. If you are there, they attend. If it's Catholic, they attend mass. That's maybe where they get to listen to what's happening, to interact with a few people, maybe even in the villages. These people don't entirely follow what's happening politically. But when they they make one decision. When they hear people say that this government is not functioning well, things are not working well, these people already make their mind. And reaching out to these people to overturn what they are thinking is very difficult. These people remain silent. And when it comes to voting day, they will turn out to vote, and they'll vote to what they had long time ago. Ladies and gentlemen, can tell you what you think in the comment section about where will President Ruto get the votes in the 2027 general election. And remember, a lot of people think that ODM party is going to help President Ruto get the election. But it can equally be wrong. The party Secretary General Edwin Sifuna has said on a national television that President Ruto will lose with or without ODM party. And he gave his reasons, some of which I've talked about, that people will not vote for President Ruto on the condition that ODM party is supporting him or is not supporting him. They'll vote for the government because the promises that were promised to the people have been achieved or they have not been achieved. That's the party secretary general of ODM party saying that. Now, worse than that is, what if Raila Odinga runs for the 2027 general election? What if ODM fronts a candidate in the 2027 general? Because they have been insisting that in 2027 they'll be fronting a candidate. What if they front a candidate? What if Raila Odinga pulls a surprise and exits the memorandum of agreement with government? Other you can tell me what you think in the comment section. I'll take my humble time to read and give a response. Otherwise, if you're watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button and like this video. And don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section. Have a nice day and stay safe whenever you are.